hotel safety. I don't literally keep my pistol in my underwear while I sleep. That's a bit ridiculous, but I do like to keep it to my bedside table or really, really close by, just in case there is that bump in the night. So let's say the alarm goes off in the middle of the night, the building's on fire, whatever it is, zombie attack, doesn't matter. You want to be able to get ready really, really quickly. And what I do, I've mentioned this in a video before, is you want to have your pants loaded and ready for action. Everything is in my pockets where they always belong, my normal EDC stuff with my Wazoo belt. It's ready to go. I can put these pants on, slip on the sandals really, really fast, and I can be out the door ready for action in a minute's notice. The doors on hotels have peepholes for a reason. Use them. Don't just assume that whoever's knocking on the door is, there for housekeeping to fluff your pillows. Don't just assume that it's someone you know. Ask who it is before you open up the door. Just be cautious. Use common sense. Utilize the locks. This one is jacked up, so I'm going to fix it because I'm always prepared with my multi-tool. But use all of the locks. It's got a block there that we can lock, and we've got a secondary lock here that's a little bit loose. But if I secure it here, it should help. But if you run into a situation like this in a hotel, just either ask for another room or get somebody to come up here and fix the thing. A few years back, my sister-in-law was actually in an incident at a hotel. She had an individual that they had met earlier, nice-looking young man, really friendly, met him out on the beach, and he followed them to their hotel room. And they looked through the peephole, recognized him, and opened the door to see, kind of what he wanted. And then he started forcefully trying to bust in and push. It took both girls on the other side trying to slam the door shut to keep him out. And it's super scary. You need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to not trust individuals in foreign places and strange places that you don't live. And just use your common sense. If your instincts are telling you to beware, go with it. Don't just think, oh, it's probably nothing. If you suspect somebody following you back to your hotel room, get the hotel staff to escort you to your room. Just be cautious, trust your instincts. Don't just assume that someone that's walking behind you is, just going to their room. If you're at all suspicious at all, it's just not worth it. Go past your hotel room, go back down to the lobby and have someone escort you up. So know where the stairwell is, know where the alternative exit besides the elevator are. Memorize where it is. Do I need to turn left? Do I need to turn right when I come out of my hotel room? Because you just might not have a lot of time depending on the situation. Know where the fire extinguishers are. That's important. Because you need to get to them in a hurry. In my experience, using fire extinguishers, if you don't get to it fast before the flame gets big, they're pretty much useless. So you got to get to it really, really quick. Is it really housekeeping or just a clever disguise? So you can pick your hotels, right? You can pick the cheap hotels, which I'm a pretty frugal individual. I've stayed in some pretty cheap hotels before, the cockroach motels, or you can pick the really expensive ones. In my opinion, you should probably pick the one kind of in the middle. It's just like having insurance, right? If you stay at a really cheap, crappy hotel, there's a higher chance of problems occurring. If you're gonna utilize the pool, make sure that you know first aid CPR before you get in the pool, and don't expect to be able to come read the instructions on this in the event of a drowning. That would be ridiculous. Try to park your vehicle in a pretty obvious place, someplace that's well lit underneath the light. Closer to the building is good if it's available, but not always. Do the best you can, obviously, but keep it in a place that's pretty exposed, not some back, dark lit parking spot where it's going to be easily broke into. So I think the biggest thing, guys, is just being situationally aware and listening to your instincts. God gave us instincts for a reason, to keep us from harm. And if we ignore those instincts, we are setting ourselves up for disaster. I think a lot of people might ignore those instincts because they're embarrassed or they're afraid that they might overreact or whatever the situation may be. But you know, what's the worst that could happen? You get embarrassed because you're a little bit freaked out, but especially if you're a smaller woman in a strange place, people that you don't know, you need to trust those instincts and rely upon them and just be aware of your surroundings. That's the biggest thing. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, leave us a comment, tell me what you think. Add some additional hotel security tips in the comments. That would be really, really helpful, actually. I am no expert. So hit thumbs up. See you next time. One more quick tip that I forgot to mention is when you're not in your hotel room, leave your TV on with the volume up loud enough where you could hear it outside in the hallway. That will lead people to believe that someone is in that room, and they'll be less likely to break in and try to steal your stuff.